Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me come to the dispatch desk to commiserate with the family of the late Kelvin Kiptum in solidarity with the Senator for Elgeyo Marakwet and the Senator for Nandi. Madam Speaker, running sub 2-2 in the marathon for 5 times is no mean task. The late Kelvin Kiptum exhibited excellence both in the Valencia, Chicago, and the London marathons. And I think, Madam Speaker, it is time that this country takes sports and sportsmen and women seriously. I say this, Madam Speaker, because there are certainly flaws that will be traced to the last minute that led to the death of the late Kelvin Kiptum. Not just the accident, Madam Speaker, but if at all, and I say this, Madam Speaker, road safety, because the late Kelvin Kiptum died in a black spot after getting an accident in a turn and unsuccessfully and sadly losing his life with his coach. Let me say this, Madam Speaker, that the development of sports under the Sports Act 2013 must include other measures that would ensure that sportsmen and women, as the Senator for Kiambu has said, are trained wholly so that they become whole persons, not only to manage their resources, but also to continually understand their responsibility to themselves and to the nation. Madam Speaker, it is in this spirit that we will be bringing before the Senate the Sports Academies Bill 2024 that will deal with the questions that deal with not just sports, but sportsmen, sports training, and the role of county governments. So that county governments must take a responsibility to ensure that their sportsmen are not only taken care of, but their welfare is considered in its entirety. Madam Speaker, this country mourns a champion who would have contributed more because the potential of the late Kelvin Kiptum was unexploited. He was at the dawn of his career, a young man of only 24 years. And it must be a lesson to those who have been left behind, the young athletes, that they must also dedicate not just their training to the late Kelvin Kiptum, but also to emulate and to go further and beyond. Madam Speaker, how I pray that the county government of Elgeyo Marakwet can give the late Kelvin Kiptum a deserving send-off, and I also urge the national government and the state to take up this matter seriously. I'm glad, Madam Speaker, that the Minister for Sports, Ababu Namwamba, has taken up this matter seriously, and that this is the way to go, including renaming the stadium in Elgeyo Marakwet in the name of the late Kelvin Kiptum. I pray, Madam Speaker, I support the adjournment motion. When we lose heroes in this country, we must celebrate them. But it is more important, Madam Speaker, to celebrate them during lifetime. And as the Senator for Kiambu said, youth, sports, the development of youth and sports will eradicate some of the vices that the Senator has referred to. And it is upon each Senator and each elected member to also enhance or improve sports during your free times by allowing the youth to compete in sports. That way you will remove some of the people that the Senator has called goons from the streets. I think they're not goons, those are security, and we must also respect them because they also play a role. Thank you, Madam Speaker.